Hi everyone, Arlene here. Welcome back to my Country Craft Corner. How in the world are you guys doing today? It is so good to see you again, and thank you so much for stopping back by to see what I'm up to. And what I'm up to today, sitting here on our patio on this beautiful day in May 2020, is I have a haul for you, and I have a bee above my head, and I'm watching that bee. I don't like bees. Plus I have 6 more questions that I had left over from the Q&A the other day. So I'm going to go ahead and answer those. And of course, these were what I had left over, and people have been waiting on these questions for a while. So I'm going to go ahead and do this, and then my Q&A for next week will be whatever I take off the Q&A from the other day. If I've not confused you, let's move on here. I know what I'm doing in my head, kind of. So, but anyway, I just couldn't stand not coming out here today. It is so pretty, and I am so appreciative. Even if I'm going to get a little wind blown or whatever, y'all know me warts and all anyway, so it doesn't matter. But it was such a pretty day, and I said, Chris, please, you know, help me get this. We've got our patio set uncovered and everything. So bless his heart, he came out and helped me uncover the patio furniture and got me all set up here. So anyway, let's move on into the haul first though. I want to do that first, then I'll get into the questions. I have a haul from Amazon, Michael's, and at home. So let's get started with Amazon first. Oh, and also, let me start with this. I'm still, you know, working on my diet. I'm still struggling a little bit, but it's getting a little bit better as each day passes here, you know. So, but I wanted to, Chris came home with these. We have a store in town, and I'll spell it correctly here, and I don't even know how it's pronounced. It's either Lidl or Little, and it's a, you know, a kind of a grocery store that has, I want to say German things in it, and a lot of great produce and a lot of wonderful food for great prices. I believe this bag was $1.29, but I wanted to show you guys, these are Stroop waffles or wafers. Waffles, Stroop waffle, S-T-R-O-O-P-W-A-F-E-L-S, butter waffles with caramel filling, you guys. Oh my word, these are so good. Let me take one out. I'm not going to eat one here, but I'll take it out of the bag and show you what one looks like. These are so good, y'all. Oh my goodness, they are fattening though, so I'm just warning you. But I just wanted to show any of you who might be local here in the Spotsylvania, Fredericksburg area. These are so good. Look at this. They're soft. They're really soft. They're not crunchy. And they're not sticky on your teeth. You know, they don't, like, the caramel won't stick to your teeth, which I'm always worried about breaking a tooth, you know. So, but these are so good, y'all. You know, stop in there to Lidl or Little or whatever it's called. Chris calls it Little. I think it's pronounced Lidl. I really don't know. And grab yourself up a little $1.29 bag of these. They are delicious for a little snack, you know. You don't have to have 5,000 of them. Have one at a time every now and again. Everything in moderation, you know. They are 190 calories a piece, though, I think. Let me see what the serving size is. One waffle is 190 calories. Good Lord, that's terrible. Oh my goodness, but it's really good. They are tasty. Not sicky sweet. I want to tell you that. They're not like really sugary sweet, but they're just sweet enough, you know, and they're very tasty, very tasty. So anyway, I want to start with that. Like any of us need a snack, but hey, he found them. I wanted to bring them to you and show them to you, and they're really good. I love caramel. That's one of my favorite things. Okay, let's move on to Amazon. Let me start out by saying, remember the pictures that I showed you the other day in the other haul video? My frames came in. I ordered 6 frames like this from Amazon. Don't remember how much I spent. I'll put it here. And I just framed up my little fox. I need to frame up the rest of them. And but this is going to be really cute, I'm telling you. And I did order a rocker glider. I saw one of you had mentioned another chair, but I had already ordered my rocker glider. So, but it has a gray, like a dove gray cushion on it. But anyway, I wanted to show you this. I got 6 of these, and it was for a good price. I don't remember. I'll put it up. And then Chris is going to, excuse me, Chris is going to make that palette wood and paint it orange and, you know, frame it with molding. You know, right now he's busily about making Candace and Dustin. They have a big picture window in their living room, and he is actually, Candace has asked him to make her a window seat and frame out the window with shelves on either side. So he's working on that. So it might be a minute or two before we get to this project, you know. So he's an excellent woodworker though, you guys. I'm telling you, he does an amazing work, amazing work. So, but I did want to tell you, I got my frames from Amazon. Thank goodness for Amazon during this time, right? You know? Then I wanted to show you, I didn't open this yet, and I don't have scissors out. Well, maybe I could get it open. I wanted to show you, my nails are not looking too bad. These are my real nails, you know. And I did get myself some little stickers. See that little sticker? And I ordered them from Amazon, and they were dirt cheap, and I've got like 100 of them or something. It's a lot of little flowers and bows, I think, and then little dots and all kinds of stuff. I'll give you a link for that. I forgot to, I have that in my drawer there beside where I sit every night, you know, and I forgot to bring them out here. So, but just little stickers, and they're really cute, you know. And what I did is I have about, this is Sally Hansen, the gel nail polish. And I want to say, Can't Beat, B-E-E-T, Royalty. I believe that's what it's called. Can't Beat Royalty. And it's a very dark red, and I love it. And my nails are not doing bad. I mean, I'm still, where my acrylics were, I'm grown out to about there now, about halfway, you know. And once I get them all the way out, I may be able to get a little bit more length on them. But I don't know. I don't know that I'm going to rush back to get acrylic nails put back on, you know. I've kind of been enjoying not having them, if I'm honest. You can do more with your own nails, you know. Now, of course, you got to stop, and you got to polish, and you got to file, and you got to and it's a pain. It's a lot easier to go get my nails done. But I'm not minding how they're looking right now. And I did get these too for the next time that I take my polish off. It came in a little package like this, and it came with a little, like a tool that you can use to, you know, scrape the polish off, I think. But what you do is you take one of these little jobbies. I haven't opened this up. I'm just winging this. And then you soak one of these little pads in fingernail polish remover, and you snug the pad up in there, and then you clip it on. You clip these onto your fingernails, and that way the pad, and let them sit and soak for a little bit, and it helps to soak off the polish. Now I've been just taking my polish off with regular, that acetone that Chris got, you know, and that works fine. But you know, right now I probably have 5 coats on this, because I put 3 coats on plus a top coat, so that was 4. Probably got 6 coats actually. And then this polish is probably 4 or 5 days old now. There is another bee. Woo! And last night I put another coat of color and another coat of top coat on, you know, and then I added my little sticker, and this will go probably another 3 or 4 days, I hope, anyway, you know. So, and then I'll take it off. So I've been making them go for probably a week and a half, you know, 2 weeks if I push it, you know. So, but anyway, you know, this little set also came with a file, and then, you know, with a fingernail file on one side, and then it's kind of a buffer on the other. And then this is a coarser file. And then a little brush, as I said, and the little, I can see where this would come in handy, because I was almost peeling mine off the last time before I even put any fingernail polish remover on it. I was almost peeling the polish off because it had gotten so thick. Because I add a coat now and again just to try to, and I go and I put it on the edges, let that dry, and then I paint over them again. And that way, I'm not changing my nail polish all the time, and I'm also, kind of protecting my nails a little bit. So I've really been working with them. I've really been working hard with them because I would like to be able to have my own, and they're not bad. As I said, they're not bad at all. So I'm going to try to keep my own nails, I think, for a while. I say that, and then she'll open back up whenever she is able, and I'll go back in there and go, please, give me some nails, but maybe not. Okay, also just 3 other little things that I got from Amazon, and one is a set of 3, pick this up, a set of 3 candles. And these are a very, like a true red, like almost an orangey red. They're a little bit more orange than I thought they would be, but they're still pretty. So I think up on my mantle, or, inside of a lantern. By the way, I just ordered a beautiful lantern. One of you girls in my Facebook group told me, I can't remember your name right now, I'm so sorry, but she put a picture of her lantern with a beautiful funky bow topper up in my Facebook group, and she said, and I got this lantern from Pier 1, and you all know I went on there and bought that puppy right up. It is beautiful. Wait till you guys see this. It's going to be part of my hearth, I think. So anyway, and one of these might go in it. I don't know whether I'll put a light in it, or who knows what I'll do with that. But anyway, I got 3 of these for whatever I put up there, because I don't have the receipt here with me. But I actually have 2 boxes of these. So I've got, I'm lying, I've got 3 boxes of these. So I've got 9 of these candles. So then I picked up another bouquet of 2 dozen of these roses, and I'm waiting on 2 packages of 3 dozen each that I'm going to put up on my mantle, I think. But aren't these pretty? I just love these. These are the same things I used in the centerpiece for the island, for the kitchen island. I love these. These are so pretty and such a vibrant red, But when you put this candle with it, I don't know. Let's see. I haven't done this yet. Oh, well, look at that. I think that'll look okay together, huh? Pretty. Okay, so I got another bouquet of these, but I was going to get more than 1, but the seller wasn't selling more than 1. They might be back in stock now. So anyway, I got another one, and I'll take this apart and use it sporadically. In fact, I'm going to make a funky bow topper for that pretty lantern when it comes from Pier 1, and I'll use these. I think that'll be pretty. So, and one thing about being outside, I've got critters around. I just had an ant climbing on this. I got this little melamine tray. I have no idea where I'm going to use this. I didn't buy it for any specific spot, but I just thought it was pretty with the their mason jars or little buckets, patriotic buckets with, I think it said begonias on it, and with the American flag. I think that's just really pretty. So melamine, cute as a button. So I don't know, it'll probably go up on my hutch or set up on a picture holder, one of these that I got from at home, set it up on the hutch or something like that. I thought it was real cute. Not expensive, but something real cute. I'm not buying a bunch of stuff. I've got some patriotic stuff. I can't find anything that I like, to be honest with you. I do have one other patriotic thing. But anyway, okay, so that was my Amazon haul. And let me go on to my Michaels haul now. And y'all, this is why I ended up going to At Home. And I actually walked in, oh my goodness, don't faint, to At Home, because I just happened, it was a really rainy day. And I said, Chris, just pull up to At Home and see if there's anybody in line, because they are allowing people to go in to our At Home if you social distance and if you're careful. And we pulled up in front of that, and lo and behold, there wasn't anybody there, and I ran in there, and I was number 4. They let 10 in at a time, and I was number 4. So I'll show you that haul in a second. But the reason I went over to at home. I was looking for, and the reason I ended up buying these is because I was looking for some blue, red, white, and blue florals, you know? And I had ordered red, white, and blue florals and paid for them through Michael's and was going to do curbside pickup. I was all excited, thinking I had everything I needed, and I got a call, or not a call, but I got a text from Fib, and I got an email before I got there that said, oh, sorry, we're out of the red. Oh, sorry, we're out of the white. Come pick up your blue. I'm like, all right, well, gee whiz, Michael's, thanks a lot. You know, they didn't have their ducks in a row. So I went to Michael's. She put it in the car. I didn't even look at it. We had rolled down the back seat. And we thanked her, and then I saw people lining up outside of Michael's too. And I said, "Are you?" And I talked to her. I said, "Are you allowed in?" "Yes, but we're social distancing. Only 10 at a time." Blah blah. I said, "Okay." And I didn't even look in the bag, you guys. Had I looked in the bag, I would have sent them right back. But I'll be able to use these somewhere else. But this is what Michael's calls blue. Now, in my mind, that is a really rich looking purple. Now, they might have 1 or 2 flowers in there that are blue, and they do, you know, like this is kind of blue. But then they have this purple. Well, this doesn't look patriotic to me. I'm like, this does not look patriotic. This looks patriotic. This does not to me. So that's why. So anyway, I've got these 2 from Michael's. Whoop, whoop. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. Up in the purple room, I'm sure somehow. Purple room is collecting a lot of stuff that I, you know, sometimes. But anyway, they're pretty and I love hydrangeas, but it aggravated me. Have to say, I got a little aggravated. Anyways, so then we went over, as I just explained, went over to At Home, and as soon as you walked in the door, they did, like Liz over there at Traditions by the Seasons, they did have a bunch of stuff for clearance set out, you know. I wasn't anything that I was specifically looking for, but they did, as I looked and I took a scan to my left, and oh my goodness, there was a whole row of blue and white stuff. I was like, hello. Not that I went in there looking for blue and white stuff. I went in there looking for patriotic stuff. But I'm all about the blue and white, you know? So first thing I picked up, as you saw, I picked up 2 of these. These were $2.99 a piece. So 2 little picture holders. And then I picked up this. Look how cute this is. The love. Wouldn't that be pretty sitting in on a hutch or on the hearth, you know, or up on the credenza, anywhere. I mean, anywhere it could be pretty. I have no idea where I'll incorporate it. It probably won't be until, I'll tell you what, once I do my patriotic, that's what will be in my house until probably I start decorating for fall, you guys. So this, we probably won't see this again until like next January, unless I put it out with my fall stuff, because I think I'm going to do the blue and, you know, burnt orange again. So I may be able to incorporate it there, but it's more kind of springy looking, you know. So I might not see this again until next year. But it was $5.99, which I thought was very reasonable for this. So I purchased it. Got that. Then I got a couple of dark blue candles. These were $3.99 a piece. Navy blue candles. Always looking for blue candles, you know. So $3.99, can't beat that. They really don't smell. No smell. But anyway, they're pretty. Navy blue candles. And then I saw these, which I love these. Look at these. Cobalt blue. Oh my word. Cobalt blue taper candle holders. $9.99 a piece. And I did pay $9.99 for them. I just thought they were super pretty. Now I'm fixing up on my hearth. I'm fixing to use those 2 blue vases that I used last fall. I'm going to put those up with my 3 dozen in each. We'll see. And I don't know what else. I don't know. I still got my mind is still running, you know, about that. All this waiting though for all my stuff to come in is driving me a little nuts. So anyway, I got those. And I got me some sachets. Ah, they smell so good. And it just says thankful, grateful, blessed. And I'll just put these, you know, I usually just snug these. I love my house to smell good, you guys. And this house, especially this house, is so daggum big and open, you know, which I'm not complaining at all about that, y'all. But my scents, they kind of dissipate, you know? They kind of like, so I like to put one like next to people where they sit. So I'll snug one like down, like next to a lamp or under a, you know, under a lamp even, you know, like my lamps kind of sit up a little bit, and I'll put one in just to give that hint of a, what is that? You know, I'll try to, you know, camouflage them a little bit, but these are really pretty. So I could stick one up in my window up here, you know, that you know, I can smell when I sit in the chair there, and one in the kitchen somewhere or something, you know. I just love these. So scented sachets. Thankful, grateful, blessed. And I wish we had smell-o-vision, smell-a-tube. Very fresh smelling. So I got that. And then to finish off the blue and white, I got this. Isn't that pretty? It says faith on it. And this was $14.99. But, you know, they have like a whole little, you know, a bunch of little accent pieces with this. So love it, love it. I doubt if I'll hang this on a wall. I'll probably set it up again on my hearth or in a hutch or up on top of a, you know, cabinet somewhere or something. I don't know. So anyway, I thought this was really pretty. And then the last thing I got was, woohoo, on clearance. This was $7. And I got this little wreath, little patriotic wreath. Dried botanicals. So they're dried flowers. I'm going to put this on the wreath holder there at my, to the right of my hearth. So that's where that will hang for the patriotic. So isn't that pretty? So I got that. And that, my friends, is my whole haul. Wasn't a ton, but it was some. So, and I see I've gone 23 minutes, but I'm going to go ahead and do these questions, you guys, because I really want to answer these. I feel bad. Oh. Sorry, I feel bad that these folks have waited, you know, so I'm going to go ahead and do these, if I can get my computer to turn on, so that these folks can have their questions answered. Okay, and I blew up my questions really big. So let's go into these. Number one is from Julie Monroe. Hi, Julie. She says, hey, sweet friend, I love that Chris does those sweet, loving gestures daily. She was talking about, if she had asked me if he did, what was the most romantic thing, she said, that is very romantic. Your new sweater looks gorgeous. Love those fun colors. Love all the same music as you, my friend. Do you think you will ever use your Pioneer Woman decor again? I thought it was so stunning. I think you could create a gorgeous ribbon line. That was an amazing idea. I hope you will research that as an option. You have built-in customers. Love you to pieces. I know I should do some research on that, shouldn't I, Julie? Oh my goodness. As far as my Pioneer Woman, I loved doing that. Boy, did that present a challenge, you guys. But the Pioneer Woman really challenged me, and I had such a good time doing that. And you never know, I may bring it out again. I don't know, or maybe bring elements of it out, you know. It was so much fun. And I'll show you guys some pictures as I'm talking along here of it. You know, it was fun. It was fun to do, and it was a challenge, you know. And I did use, you know, Pioneer Woman accent pieces and plates and, you know, table runners and things like that. And then I added the florals and did, you know, funky bows and different arrangements with it. It was a lot of fun to do. So you never know. I may bring that back one time just to show, you know, just to show you guys. Okay, thank you for that question, Julie. Number two, keep looking at that bee. It keeps flying around. Number two, this is from Claire Perkins. Harlan, I hope that you and Chris are well. We are doing well. She had a question mark. So we're doing well. We're doing okay. We're just taking it one day at a time, you know. I've been missing for a little while, and I can see I have a lot to catch up on. I enjoyed just sitting and listening to you on this little video, and I thought of a question that I've been wondering about for a while. Pardon me. How did your grandma, and then she says, I think, come across the Staffordshire plates, etc., that you have in your blue and white cottage decor? I live about an hour away from Staffordshire in a beautiful county of Cheshire, maybe Cheshire. And that kind of pottery is a staple to me, but I was blown over to see it over there with you in Spotsylvania, Virginia. Do you have a little story from your grandma, perhaps? Well, my grandma, and I'll show you a picture here. This is the same one that gave me the table, my little coffee table, and my secretary, and that little hutch that I do, my pretty in pink hutch. She is the one that passed all that down to me and taught me how to crochet. And the only pieces that I have of hers that were Staffordshire are my little creamer and sugar bowl. And that kind of got me going on my blue and white decor, because I had that piece and I had some milk glass from her, and I have one other little, it's not Staffordshire, but I have another little, I don't know what you would put in it, but I have it. I'll show you a picture. It's a little container that you can pull the lid off of, and it's really pretty. I don't believe it's Staffordshire though. So I had those three pieces, and I love the blue and white. And when I decided to do all the blue and white, I used those as my inspiration. So I didn't have the Staffordshire plates, although I found the Staffordshire plates at that little Minuteman mini mall over in Culpeper, Virginia. And that's where I picked up the Staffordshire plates. It's so cool that you live close to that. Oh my goodness, that would be wonderful. Oh, it's not too hard to find around here if you go into secondhand stores and stuff. There are many. I think I have the Colonial series or whatever, but I know that there are other different series. So I love it. I absolutely love it. And how lucky are you to live close to it? Oh my goodness. All right, thank you for that question, Claire. Okay, number 3. Tool Shed Inc. Thank you for your question. Another great Q&A. These are so much fun to listen to, and I've actually got a question this time. You mentioned those hot topics regarding cruises, such as what to wear on formal night. I'm a total cruise noob. I don't know what that means. So I was curious why that question is a no-no among the community, and what are the other hot ones. I hope this is not a sensitive subject or anything, but I was so intrigued by your mention of it. Anyhow, I hope you and Chris and your family are all taking care and taking it easy. Thank you for sharing with us. Sharing with us. And P.S. I absolutely love your wedding and children photos. So cute and precious. Y'all are a beautiful family. Jessie. Well, thank you so much, Jessie. Such sweet words. Oh my goodness. Yeah. There are 3 hot topics that I can think of right now. One is what to wear on formal night into a main dining room. The other one is about gratuities, and I'll explain that. And the other one is about smoking. And as you know, first I'll go to smoking first. There used to be smoking allowed in all the staterooms and whatnot, and now they don't allow, because there were fires on some ships. This has been a long time that they haven't allowed smoking, but it's a fire hazard, and so they have designated smoking sections. I'm not quite sure where they are. Usually on princess ships, and I usually try to avoid these places myself, is 7 promenade deck aft, and also 15 aft, I believe, or forward. I don't know, one or the other. And it's a sensitive subject because people want to have their rights and they want to be able to smoke anywhere they want to smoke, and the ships don't allow that. And and people are always saying don't throw your cigarette butts off the ship and da 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 da. So it can get to be a hot topic because people say their opinions, and they everybody has a right to their opinion, and they have free speech and all that. Well, they don't have free speech in our groups because we made up the group, we opened the group, and you're not allowed to speak about things that we don't want you to talk about. So we shut them down, or don't allow discussions to be even opened. for smoking, and then for gratuities. Gratuities are another big hot topic. And they talk about gratuities that are automatically added on each day for each person on the cruise. Depending on what level of stateroom you have. For an interior stateroom is cheaper than, say, a suite stateroom would be, But that money that is tacked on every day is for the staff, it's for the crew members, it's for your room steward, it's for the, the cooks, it's for the, barmaids, it's for the waiters and the waitresses and the, those guys you see painting at all hours of the day and night, and it's spread across the crew. In Australia, I believe that they don't do that. I believe, though, that their cruises might be a little bit more expensive because it's maybe built into the cost of the cruise. But here in the States, in the United States, and I don't know about Europe, but here in the United States, you can go and have the gratuities removed. You can go to passenger services when you get on the ship, and you can have the gratuities removed. And the Americans think that's just a horrible thing to do because that we're about tipping, here in the United States. We tip everywhere. We tip at restaurants, we tip cab drivers. So we think it's an okay thing to do. Other parts of the world don't necessarily think it's true. But anyway, those two, the two come together and clash sometimes. Australians and Americans are blah, 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 blah. So we just say, no talking about gratuities. Nope, not going there. We're not going to allow anything that's going to blow up and be nasty and have people saying nasty things to one another. We're just not going to do it. Same with what to wear on formal night into a main dining room on a princess ship. The dress code is put out plain as day on the princess site. But people still think that they should be able to do whatever they want because they pay for their cruise. Well, no, you can't. Just like we have our rules in our group, Princess has their rules. And, and then you'll hear people going, well, I wore this and the maitre d' didn't stop me and I got away with it. And I said, well, you got away with it. That's what you did. You broke the rules and you got away with it and you did exactly what you wanted to do, and to heck with what anybody else thinks. And anyway, it can become a hot topic. You can also see where I stand on that hot topic. I will not go into a dining room on a formal night in a pair of jeans. I just could not do it. Or, in a t-shirt, So anyway, those are the hot topics, sweetie. Those are the hot topics, and those, and they can get really heated, and people can get really nasty because they think their way is the best way, And it's not that it's not, it's just that we're not going to let people argue about them and get mean and ugly with one another, There's no need for that. Especially with everything that's going on in our world, we don't need to be arguing over petty stuff like that, So we just don't allow it. And they don't have to stay in the group if they don't like it. If they don't like our rules, which are set forth, you have to answer questions before you come in, that you'll be kind and cordial and, and we have a whole pinned post that's nothing about how to behave in the group, Isn't it terrible that we have to do that nowadays? But it's true. Anyway, so I hope that answered your question, Jessie. I kind of went on a minute there about that. Okay, number 4, this is from Jan Reynolds. Love your Q&A videos. My question, like you, I love decorating for Christmas, and also like you, I decorate most of my house. My question is, do you dread when the time comes to take it all down, pack it up and put it away? I absolutely love the decorating, but I really dread the takedown. I do too. I do too, if I'm honest. It is work. I mean, that is not fun to me. That is work, especially if you want to try to keep your stuff nice, and if you you're going to reuse it like I do, you want it packed away nicely and neatly and in an organized fashion. So it's just not willy-nilly, oh, wonder what Ben well, I'm looking for that. I remember that piece from last year. What did I do with it, So I'm very methodical when I take my stuff down, but no, I don't care for it. I don't care for it at all. And also, Chris always says, would you hurry up and start decorating again? This place is empty and it's echoey and I don't like it when it's not decorated. So I much prefer the decorating process instead of the deconstructing process. Most definitely, Jan. Thank you for that question. Okay, number 5 from Brian Olson. Hi, Arlene. I enjoy seeing your passion for decor, and I'm particularly interested in the architecture of your beautiful home. Would you mind sharing your square footage? Do you have a walk-in pantry? I would enjoy seeing an organizational tour of your gorgeous kitchen. Thanks, Brian. Thank you, Brian. Thank you for all those sweet words. And you guys have seen my house, so I don't have a problem telling you the square footage of it. You know, it's a large home. The main level is about 2,600 square feet. Upstairs is about 987, up where the 3 bedrooms are. So add those together and you get what, about 3,400, 3,600, whatever that adds up to be. And 3,400, I guess. Whatever, I don't have my calculator out. And then the basement runs under the entire lower level, so, or main level, so another 2,600, 2,700. So it's around, you know, the basement is not finished though. So finished space about 3,400, and then with the basement, if you add that in, plus the garage, if you add that in, it's about 6,000 square feet when all is said and done. So plus the patio, that's living space too. I don't know how many square feet this is, but you know, I do have a walk-in pantry. I've walked in it before, I think on camera now and again. It's not huge by any stretch of the imagination, but it's a lot bigger than I had at my other house, which was just like a louver door, you know. And I'm very grateful for it, you know. So, yeah. As far as an organizational tour of my kitchen, it's not like well, I just have like a cabinet for dishes, and I have a cabinet, you know. I don't know that it is organized. I mean, everything I do is organized, but I don't have a problem with doing that. I guess just showing you like inside cabinets or whatever one time. But thank you for those questions, Brian. They were good ones. Okay, the last one, this is number 6. This is from Gina Cates. Loved your haul, but I must agree the baby things make our Grammy heart smile. As will Maverick still your heart and make it smile. Grandchildren are wonderful. I love the theme you have chosen, so cute. I can't wait to see it finished. Do you mind telling how your daughter is decorating Mr. Maverick's nursery? Blessings to you, sweet lady. Blessings to you too, honey. I have not seen Candace literally since February. I'm fibbing. No, February 3rd. And I think she's kind of leaving the nursery a surprise, you know, a little bit for her mama. My plan is to go over and help her after, you know, Maverick is born, but we'll see how that goes with all this social distancing business and how far we've gotten into our phases or what phases we're in by that point. I believe she has a white crib. The walls are painted a very creamy color. They're very pretty. And she has like some woodland creature pictures, but more on the, she's more farmhouse, but very boho almost like a boho kind of look. It's going to be clean lines. It's going to be super pretty. I think knowing her, it is going to be super pretty. So I will show you whenever I can, you know, whenever she gets it all done, and I can. So I'm excited. I am really excited. But that is it, my dear friends, for the questions I have at this point. These are the questions I had left over and could not do in my last Q&A. So that's why I wanted to go ahead and do these, and then I've pulled questions from that Q&A, and that's what I'll do for next week. You know, if I get up to 20, you know. So whenever I get up to 20, I'll do the next Q&A. But I wanted to finish these because I feel bad because these folks have been waiting. So anyway, all right, you guys, that's it for this one on this beautiful day. Hasn't this been pretty out here? Oh my goodness. Our backyard is just looking so lush and so pretty. There's our spinner. You know, there's the rest of the patio. And look at this clematis over here that Chris has got going up the, let me see if I can get it turned, going up the trellis. Look at that. That thing is beautiful. So I am super happy sitting out here. I might just sit out here and just relax for a little while this afternoon and take in this It's just the temperature is perfect. The skies are blue. What do I have to complain about? Not a thing. Not a thing. Alrighty, you guys. Let me just say that I hope that all is well with everyone. And for those of you who might be struggling or suffering with a catastrophic illness or chronic pain, comes the wind. I hope that you have someone there with you, taking care of you. Sorry, my little thingy fell. Where was I? I hope that there's someone there taking care of you and helping you get through each day, making the very, very best out of each day. I hope there's nothing weighing on your minds or your hearts, pulling your attention away from where you want it to be or from where it should be. I love y'all to bits, to bits, to bits. Hugs all around, and I keep you in my thoughts and my prayers every single day. And with all that said, I'll just say, until next time, y'all take good care. Bye-bye.